This is for the Welterweight Championship. First, on the red side of the cage, he weighed in at 155. He's 31 years old, from the 82nd Airborne at Fort Bragg. Originally from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the cage, Jesse Hertzog. His opponent, fighting on the blue side of the cage, he also weighed in at 155. He is 27 years old, representing the 82nd Airborne out of Fort Bragg, originally from Gardner, Maine. Please welcome to the cage, Thomas Colby. This is the Welterweight Championship.
Clapping for each other as the other one's getting announced.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can't get much more camaraderie than that. As much love as they share, there's an intensity to win tonight. I can get sense from both of these guys.
Bragging rights, that's what we're going for in this one.
Looks like we're going to come out with fireworks here, too.
They probably both know each other so well, it's going to be tough.
I can imagine these guys seeing each other hundreds of times sparring each other. So actually being live competition is going to be something else.
Which one of them is going to be able to brag tomorrow to all the other guys that they won the championship?
Nice combinations, good head movement, good foot movement, both of these guys. Nice connection on that jab by Hertzog. Both guys have a great concept of distance.
Good kicks, good punches. Both of them seem like a stand-up game right now.
Once again, changing up, going high and low like you just said. Attacking high with the punches, coming low with the kick. It's great setups, great combinations. Nice connection at overhand. Great movement. Look at the cardio of both of these guys. Light on their feet, moving around, circling, no linear movement, going lateral every time they get a chance.
Colby's pinning him against the side of the cage, bringing in the knees right now.
Colby does have that leg trap. He's going to be looking for a takedown a little bit later if he loses it. Back and forth, both of these guys.
Two guys really know what they're doing in there. You can tell that they've got the experience.
Once again, great concept of knowing the distance. If you know in their range, that those couple inches is all it takes to miss a punch there. And you see as one progresses, the other one retreats to make sure that they evade as much as possible.
You know, when they miss those punches, it takes a lot more out of you to miss a punch than it does to land a punch, too.
Absolutely. And if you also notice, Colby has a little bit more wider range of punches. His punches are all coming arcing, as Jesse's more of a pinpoint strike coming straight in and straight out.
Now they both accent each other pretty well.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yep.
You can tell they know each other.
Goes to show the diversity in both the instructors and why they, both instruct. They both play to different attributes.
Neither one of them wants to take a chance either.
No, they know.
They know what the other guy can do.
They both know all it's going to take is one big mistake, and it's going to be tough for the other person.
Next level, that's all it takes.
That's right. That one mistake, it's quick.
Just like we saw just a little while ago.
Yep, exactly.
Mistake got hard work. Just like that.
Colby in front. Good job of grappling right there. Colby got over under. Hertzog did a great job of fishing back underneath there. Hertzog is really not forcing the issue, pushing him against the cage, giving him room to back up and able to work. But Hertzog seems very comfortable in this position, actually staying on the feet and just striking it out. Seems to be probably fine. If you know Colby's starting to slow down a little bit, his mouth is starting to gape open, he's starting to look a little labored breathing there.
They get that eye contact. They lock in on each other, watching for the next move.
That also brings the aspect of human chess match. You got to understand every action has an equal opposite reaction. So if he does a jab, I need to know how to counter, what his movement is, what his hitches are, what can I do to capitalize on what's going on. Once again, Jesse pushes Colby back against the cage, but also giving that room to come off of there. Absolutely. Also notice Colby. Oh yeah, and Colby's went for 2 takedowns already. Not effective. Jesse Hertzog was able to get out of it, but you obviously see that Colby wants to take it to the ground. So the comfort level may not be there in retrospect of Hertzog's looking, to keep it standing, keep it moving. Once again, Hertzog is so mobile in this positioning.
10 seconds here in the first round.
Starting to stagger, speed getting flat-footed, starting to push, starting to pace a little bit more. Absolutely.
Both guys moving side to side, looking at that was fantastic first round, and they both know what they're doing. Martial arts. I mean, that's it at its finest right there.
Well, Bruce, how would you have given that round right there? Who would you give the round to?
I'll tell you that was a really close round, but I think I had to give that one to Hertzog.
I did too. My reason before that is, simple fact is, he seemed to be controlling the pace, controlling the space and the pace and his ring generalship is always there. Catching the angles, pushing him against the cage, backing out, letting him work. On the other side, Colby went for 2 takedowns and didn't score either takedown.
Exactly. So it, 2 and missed both of them. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a great round.
Just barely squeaking out the jet.
But you know what? Both guys are still pushing the pace, though. That's the great thing about it. There's really no lull in what's going on.
We're getting ready for the second round. Remember, First Command Financial Services, one of our big sponsors here tonight, helping us out, putting these shows on. We love it. Go see them later and talk to them. Tell them you appreciate it. That's First Command Financial Services.
Now we get to see the importance right now of Colby trying for the takedown in the second round, trying to slow down the pace of Hertzog a little bit.
Yeah, he don't want to try to keep up that pace now for the second round.
Both guys coming out strong again. Hertzog once again controlling it, pushing Colby back, but also giving Colby room to come back off that cage. Hertzog looks not to make it a grappling match at all. He wants to keep it standing.
And you can tell that neither one of them wants to make that first big mistake because it could be costly.
Nope, that's the first time I think Colby's thrown big in this whole fight. We're starting to open it up his offense a little bit more. And there you go, big takedown, big takedown.
First takedown, he's got his back.
Looking to throw a hook in. He has back control, pulls him back in. Hertzog trying to soften up those legs a little bit. Colby once again having his hands locked, keeping Hertzog right where he wants him, keeping his back. Hertzog looking to escape. Once again, I told you the importance of Colby wanting to bring this fight to the ground. And sure enough, nice blast.
That's exactly what he's got, and you can see why he wants to do it. He's controlling the action now.
Colby has that leg trapped, not giving Hertzog any room to move at this point, having him pin against the cage, controlling the hips, controlling that far leg. I look Colby to suck that hip in and try and bring him back to his hip or to his behind.
Plus, Hertzog can't get any damage in on his strikes. He gets the strikes in, but not a lot of damage when you get your leg held like that.
No, but Hertzog back to his feet, fishing for that underhook. Now we're in the over-under position. Absolutely. Once again, these guys going back and forth. Hertzog does not want to be on the ground whatsoever. Very, very good job of bringing it back up. Colby did a great job of taking him down, but now we have to think about how much energy he wasted on that blast double he just did.
You can tell it doesn't really slow down too much. There's a little bit more sweat, but they're going at it.
Yeah, they're both throwing knees right now.
Both still firing. Both still firing. Both still looking for advantage positioning there, which Colby's doing a great job of controlling. Got the separation. Colby
pace
gets
has
the
slowed
1-2.
down a little bit, but they're still being very tactical in this second round.
Colby with the fake, pushing Hertzog, pushing Colby back against the cage, but still giving him distance, in striking distance. Hertzog looking to tee off a little bit.
Hands are coming down a little. You get that right.
Starting to see a little bit more fatigue in Colby here. A lot more flat-footed, trying to find footing, looking for the takedown again. Hertzog is looking to tee off. Once again, finding his range, making sure he's touching him every chance he gets. But Colby, another great job shooting in. Getting underneath, has the leg trap to see if he can climb up. Great reversal by Jesse Hertzog.
That was a great job by Hertzog.
Ended up in half guard position. Doing a good job of pinning him down, giving him no space, sealing off right there. That way, Colby cannot move whatsoever. The only way Colby can get out at this point is to look for an underhook and try to plant that foot and shrimp out. Colby trying to create space by causing no strikes. Hertzog doing a great job of pinning him to the mat.
And putting that shoulder into him, that's right.
Absolutely. You can see Colby trying to feed that left hand through, try to get that underhook on that far side. But Jesse putting a stop to it by coming back underneath.
Yeah, they're not just laying on top of each other, taking a break. No, exactly, no.
Colby trying to push off, trying to frame the face, push out underneath that bicep, trying to get some space. The only way he can work off the bottom is by getting that space and create that angle to try and pop something off or either escape or get the reversal. See, just right there.
Both thinking all the time. Look at that. One guy counters, the other guy goes the other way.
Absolutely. Jesse Hertzog's doing a great job by keeping his hips flat to the mat. Every time that Colby comes out and turns his hips just a little bit, you'll see just right here, Hertzog will start filling him in that hole and start pushing him back flat.
Pushing back with his shoulder, yep, exactly.
So not only are these guys almost evenly matched standing up, the ground game, depending on who's in dominant positions, who's controlling that pace.
I think we got another close round here too.
Absolutely, absolutely. That one's hard. That was really hard.
That was a tough round. Call it a 10-10. Call it a draw.
I'd have to pull that one to who did most damage in dominant position.
Yeah.
And that's the only way, and I have to give it to Hertzog. When he was in dominant position on top, he was able to land more strikes, was able to get in dominant position. You remember when Colby had him, he just had back. He just had back mount, which gave Hertzog the opportunity to get back up and spin around. He really wasn't in dominant position besides that one time he kicked out and took his back.
Right.
And that was only for a split second. As soon as that happened, he was able to transition back up.
And Hertzog got back up and was back in the dominant position, landed some good shots too.
Absolutely.
And you know, like you said, like Al pointed out, he got a shoulder into him and he kept pinning him to the mat. So you know, take a lot out of the guy.
Oh gosh, yes. But once again, evenly matched. These guys practice every day together. If they come up with some new technique or they try to transition. Oh, absolutely. And that's all it's been.
That's a big mistake. Yeah, exactly.
I don't see them going for the big KO. I don't see them throwing big power bombs.
This is the third and final round.
No. It's more touching. It's touch. Absolutely. Once again, starting this third round, a lot of energy. Once again, both finding a good bounce. Means the cardio is top notch, man.
Much work these guys been doing here, gassed up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and this is their third day of fighting too. This is unreal.
But one thing that I can say about Colby is every round he's come out, the strikes have been coming harder and harder as the round goes by. He came out a little bit harder in the second round, came out really hard this round. Once again, came out, got a couple attacks in, pushed him against the cage. Once again, looking for that takedown.
He's got that leg locked in right now.
Jesse has that arm trap with almost like a half whizzer, having him grabbing his own wrist. But Colby did a great job. We gotta see some movement here. Colby abandoned that takedown. That burns a lot of energy out of you, being underneath there, trying to go for that takedown and have the other man in good position. Absolutely. Once again, both guys. Absolutely. Colby's using that cage to actually push off against him, add some power into his punches. You see Colby starts to back up towards the cage, but Jesse did a great job by stuffing it that time with that front kick. because that has to be Colby's play. Back up to the cage, use the cage as a springboard, try add that little extra power from the cage. Just, just 3 or 4.
They both look like they could go another 3 rounds too, the way they're in such great shape, great cardio. Like you guys said, these two guys know what they're doing.
Oh, great defense by Hertzog. But a great job by Colby to transition from that shot into a pull a guard position. Once again, not in the best position because he's in a half guard, half mount position, but at the same time, it slowed him down. He's not getting teed off on him more. Hertzog postures up, gets some space.
Hertzog wants to get up. They wants to stand up.
And that's been his MO this whole time. He wants to stand up. He hasn't went for one takedown yet.
Off the cage.
Nice body shot. Here we go. Push off the cage. There we go. Nice left hook. Colby gets his back against the cage, look for something big. Every time his back foot touches that cage, here comes a big right.
This is the kind of fight the referees love. They don't have to work too hard.
Colby's definitely starting to show some signs of fatigue here in the late 3rd round.
That would have been better in the 1st round. He had to try to sell it. He's tired.
And once again, just because he's showing some signs of fatigue here does not mean he's not in shape. This is the 3rd day of a tournament.
Exactly. The 3rd day, and they still probably had classes too.
I'm saying all I did was drive 3 hours here, and I'm tired. I can imagine these guys have been competing for the last 2 days. We got Hertzog in the half guard position. Once again, smashing him, trying to keep his hips as flat as possible, keep him from popping up anything.
Lots of control. Love it.
Shoulder punching, not giving him any room, but trying to cause a little bit of damage there. Absolutely. You may not think those hurt, man. Having somebody on top of you in dominant position, shoulder punching you.
Shows the judges that you're dominant, and they're going to give you that cage control.
Absolutely. Jesse figure fours his legs right there to keep him in position, to keep him from bringing out that half guard. Hertzog is smothering him right now with just that top pressure. The only time he gets space is when Hertzog gives him space. But one thing I gotta give to Colby, he's not laying there. He's not being complacent. He is looking to strike. He's looking to move.
Exactly.
He's moving. No, he hasn't given up one bit. Trying to turn, trying to get up. All fours looking to push up. Good push off the fence. That's the first time Jesse didn't give him space and actually pinned him against the end of the
10
cage.
seconds to go,
10
guys.
seconds, you're firing big. That's the way you finish the 3rd round. Keep firing, guys. Look at that, look at that. And we got a drop.
What a finish. That was incredible.
Now, was that a finish or was that at the end of time? I don't know. Did the ref call it? Was that the end of time? Jeez. You want to talk about giving it all out in the last 10 seconds? This one being the first decision of the night and ended great. Couldn't ask for better. Back and forth all 3 rounds, finishing out the last 10 seconds with a flurry of punches.
The last 10 seconds of that fight was awesome, and the whole fight was very tactical, and then you almost had to call it right there at the end. That was fantastic.
Absolutely incredible job. And that's what I like more than anything, is the sportsmanship that's involved in this.
Yeah, look at that sportsmanship and respect between those two guys after that battle. 15 minutes of hell in the cage.
These guys that have these guys in their structure should be very, very proud that these guys instruct them every day and improve them.
I'm proud of him, and I only know him.
All right, guys, bring it in. How about a hand for those two guys? 15 minutes of going at it. After 3 rounds. For the welterweight championship, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout the same way. 29-28 on all 3 scorecards. Your winner by unanimous decision, Jesse Hertzog! How about a big hand for Thomas Colby in there?
They put on a clinic stand-up, they put on a clinic ground. It was great all the way around.
And now they're putting on a great showmanship clinic right here, showing everybody how 2 guys can go about doing this in a fair, wonderful sport.
Absolutely. The great thing that's wonderful about this sport, this competition, this tournament, is you don't have to hate the person you're going against.
Yeah, well, they have to live with each other. You know what I mean? They're going in the same base after this. They got to see each other at chow every day. So it's like one of those things that, you know, you have to just get over it and go, okay, well, I lost this one.
You got to start thinking how many brothers and sibling relationships would be saved if everybody had a cage and a set of gloves in the backyard.
Every American in the country.
Mr. Colby and I were just talking. He lives about 15 miles from me in my hometown of Skowhegan, Maine. He's from Garner, Maine. We met each other down in Myrtle Beach a little while ago and talked about things. So give it up for those 2 guys. Great warriors, great fighters.